Hi guys, come on in, sit down. Welcome to my witch's cottage. I'm Sky, and this is Lesby Witchy. Welcome in, welcome in. We're doing our first ever general month energy reading, guys. So today, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pull 8 cards, 2 cards for each week of the month of April, and we're gonna kind of see what is in store for us for week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Give me some general energy vibes, please. General energy. We're gonna get some of that good knowledge before we go into this month. So let's go ahead. Let's dive right into the reading, guys. Switch my camera view there so you can see the cards a bit better. Oh, probably don't want to see my sticky notes with all my little doodles on them. All right. So we are looking for the energy of next month. That one card wanted to come out. That card wants to come out. And we're going to do it one pass through each week and then a second pass through each week. And now it's possible that maybe the deck is going to want to share with us some more than just one card, and that's okay if that happens. If we don't get any more popping out, I'll just draw off the top. Oh, are you coming out? Okay, you're coming out. So it looks like we know for sure in week 3 we're going to have some rest. That's a good sign. Okay. 2 pop out for week 4. Okay, week 1. Oh, guys, week 1's going to have a bit of anxiety, it seems. But that's okay. Anxiety is not the worst thing in the world. Okay. My intuition is telling me that these two came out as a set, not as like one thing, but as like first and second card together to make sure that they would pair up. So I'm not going to draw any more cards. We're just going to go ahead and dive right into week 1. Okay, guys, so week 1 is going to be kind of a rough week for all of us, just based on the 2 cards we pulled. We got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse for our first card. And we got the Nine of Swords upright for our second card. And so, the Ten of Pentacles is all about loss and breaking with tradition. It's all about kind of, the dynamics of maybe family pressure becoming too much for us. Maybe pushing us out, maybe trying to be too controlling of us. And this can certainly be financial, but this can also be emotional. So, this Ten of Pentacles energy is certainly rough. And when you pair it with the Nine of Swords, with that worry and that anxiety, I'm sensing that there's going to be some kind of financial stressor in this first week for us. It could be maybe a paycheck coming in short. It could be maybe help from a family member that was supposed to come, doesn't come. Maybe a loved one's getting sick, and that's putting pressure on us. But we are in a position of financial stress this first week, and that is being exacerbated by some family dynamic problems. And this can be found family as well, so this can be friends that are causing these issues. But there is just a breakdown in some of these relationships, and that is causing a lot of anxiety and worry in us in week 1. The good news is we know we have a sneak peek at week 3, so we know that this energy is not gonna last all month. But this first week is certainly has the potential to be kind of difficult for us. Okay, so week 2 looks like it's gonna continue the pattern a little bit. When we have the Six of Swords in reverse, we do get the Empress upright. So that is, I think this is where we start our change from one energy shift to the other, right? So at the beginning of the second week, we're going to be in a place of, not able to move forward on this healing journey, right? We are blocked up. We are locked in. We are not moving forward with the healing that we are trying to do. And that makes sense given the first week we had here. This kind of energy is going to slow us down, it's going to gunk us up, and it's going to kind of freeze us up a bit. There's certainly a valid reason to be stuck come week 2. But it looks like near the end of week 2, we start to shift into this Empress energy. So we get this kind of, all of a sudden, we get this influx of the divine feminine energy, right? And with that comes the creativity and this kind of power of anything is possible if I put my mind to it. So there's gonna be maybe an event, or it could just be that you wake up one morning and you feel this energy in you. But you're gonna be feeling healing and love, and all of a sudden the negative energy of the first week and a half or so, you're gonna feel it start to leave your body as it starts to break up and clear up. We move into week 3. And we had the Four of Swords. Oh, interesting. We have the Emperor in reverse. Can't see that very well because of the sun glare. And the Four of Swords upright. So, this is an interesting pairing indeed. So the Four of Swords was the first card that came out. And that makes sense given the Empress energy in us, shifting us to this position, this period of time, rest and healing, right? We have the time now to take a deep breath. We are maybe healing our minds, maybe we're healing our bodies, but whatever we're doing, we're taking care of the pain and the sadness, the anxiety, the worry of the first 2 weeks, right? We're starting to heal, we're starting to get better. But this is going to just be a brief kind of respite from the storm, it seems, because then we get the Emperor in reverse, which is that negative, bad, masculine energy coming into our life. There is the potential that this is coming from you. This is the potential that it's coming from someone else in your life. But someone around you or you is going to be exuding this kind of toxic masculine energy. And that is for sure going to throw us back off of our balance. So be prepared for that energy to re-enter our lives. Now, I don't think it's going to completely undo the energy of the Empress. I think it's just going to kind of have them fighting each other for control. And I think that's going to kind of create this disbalance and this disharmony within us. Okay, so the next and final cards that we get are the cards of week 4. And so we get the Four of Pentacles upright. And then we also get the Knight of Swords upright. And now, the Four of Pentacles is all about this stability and this growth, this kind of solid base, and conserving resources, right? So, if we're going off the kind of assumption, if you will, that the Ten of Pentacles in week 1 is a financial Ten of Pentacles, not an emotional Ten of Pentacles, which it has the potential to be both. Abundance, in my eyes, is financial and emotional. But if we're thinking it's financial and we're feeling the financial ping, the good news is by week 4, we are starting to kind of recover from this problem and we're starting to build our base back up. So there is not going to be as much of a problem with kind of getting this stuff to preventing it from the future, essentially. Sorry about my stutter there, guys. We're building this base and we're building this stability. We've started to conserve our resources, pull them in tight. We're being a bit smarter with our money, with how we're spending our money, and we are building a much more solid base than what we originally had, which will kind of make it so that when the Ten of Pentacles energy reappears later in the future, it has a much harder surface to run into, and hopefully we don't have the same issues. And keep in mind, again, the family dynamic is pretty strong at play with that Ten of Pentacles. So I think this might also be referring to the fact that by this point in the month, those issues have started to resolve and we have kind of reaffirmed up our base with our family unit, whether it's found family or biological family. But those issues, I feel, are going to be coming to an end by the end of the month. So remember, this first week is going to be really tough, but the good news is these energies don't last out the month. This is a quick, short turn and burn on these negative energies, and they're going to be worked through relatively quickly, which is it's at least a comfort to have in these uncertain times. The last card we got was the Knight of Sword, and that's all about truth seeking and assertiveness, right? So it's this jump into action card. It's this I know my truth. I'm searching for the truth. I'm defending the truth. I am not backing down. I'm not breaking my boundaries. It is the jouster of the cards. It is the knight leading the charge. And so I think this is the energy that we're going to be taking into May with us. Um, as we kind of break through some of these issues earlier in the month and work out some of this energy, we're going to be in a position where we are much more likely to, not more likely, but we're going to want to be in this assertive place, because the month kind of beat us down a little bit, guys. I'm not going to lie. This is a rough month at some points. There's week 1 is some intense energy. Week 3 we have some intense energy with that Emperor in reverse. So by the time we get to the end of the month, we are in a place where we are like, this is what we are, this is what we want to do. We're standing by it. We know our truth. We're not going to let someone else walk all over us. Like that kind of energy. And I think we're going to take that into May and be a bit more assertive, a bit more, behind our own boundaries as we go through the month of May. But that's our reading, guys. That is the April forecast. Now, keep in mind, this can change at any point, and some of these energies might not affect you. Some of them will. Just know that if there is something in this video that you resonated with, it's probably coming for you. And if nothing resonated with you, then that means you're one of the lucky few that are not going to be affected by these energies at all. And please tell me your secrets. But anyways, guys, this has been my first reading. If you enjoyed this, if any of this resonated with you, if you just find me enjoyable to watch, please subscribe. Please like this video. Please share it with a friend. Let them know what's coming in April. We will get through this month together. I will be back with more tarot videos throughout the month. And thank you for coming to Lesby Witchy. I hope you guys have an absolutely blessed day.